Catfish Johnny's Restaurant, serving the Lake Pennsauken and surrounding areas since 1990. For the last 33 years, we have strived to serve great food at great prices and a friendly, casual atmosphere. If seafood isn't your thing, our burgers or wings are the best around. We have daily specials too. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram for more information. All right, welcome back to another edition of the Goblay Show. I'm your host, Billy Goble, and today I have a special guest. She is a social media influencer and on Instagram, and I'm sure several other platforms. My guest today is Miss Taylor Rogers. Taylor, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Awesome.
I'm so glad you could make it today.
Yes, I'm very happy to be here.
Yes. What do you think of the set?
Oh, I'm super impressed. This was my, this was why I was excited to come see it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I was excited to come and see your setup. I like it a lot.
I got to do a couple shows ago with Uncle John.
Uncle John.
Uncle John.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend, yes. Mr. John Johnson.
Love him.
And he actually said, hey, my niece Taylor would be a great person to have on the show. And
so I need to thank him.
Yes.
Did he bring me up in the podcast at all?
I can't remember.
I hope so. I mean, I am his favorite niece.
I think he did.
Yeah, he only has 2 to choose from, and the other option's my sister. So
you're the favorite.
Clearly, yeah. Clearly, I'm the favorite.
Is she younger or older?
She's older.
Older than you.
Yep, she's older.
Okay, so you're the baby.
I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
Yeah.
So what's going on in these days is for you? What do you got going on?
Well, as you mentioned, influencer is kind of a cringy word for me, but what else do you call it? But yes, I've got a lot of that going on, influencing social media. I just started a podcast.
Oh, very cool.
Very, very, very basic. It does not look nearly as important as yours. But yeah, so we can kind of relate on that. I just started that up. And then just the kids, staying busy.
Yeah.
Sports and dance, and I feel like we don't stop.
So you have 2 kids?
2.
Two
Yep.
kids.
7-year-old boy. He will be 8 the end of this month. Mm-hmm. And then my 12-year-old daughter, Paisley and Bennett.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yes, yeah, they're pretty cool.
Which one do you like as far as practices go? Dance or baseball? Which one do you?
I thought you were going to ask me which one I liked best.
No, I can't.
I'm not gonna tell you that one name did pop in my mind. As soon as you
that
asked
was not me. I didn't have any control.
I think we need to edit that part out. Paisley's old enough to listen to this. No, I'm just kidding. It was obviously, I was going to be Paisley.
Right.
Yeah,
you got to go with the girl.
Yeah. She's my favorite daughter and he's my favorite son. That's what I always tell them.
That's a good answer, by the way.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
This is tough because I'm definitely more into sports.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did growing up. And dance world I've been doing for, since she was 2.5. So I've learned a lot, but I had to learn a lot. I mean, it was not it wouldn't have been what I chose to do, but it's been fun. It's just, you get into it because of how much they're into it, but it's been really exciting getting into baseball because that's what I'd prefer.
Right.
I'd prefer to be a sports mom, but dance, I mean, it's right up there with the sports. It's intense. Very intense.
So you're running around, ragged because you got baseball practice and you got dance practice. Competitions,
yes.
Tournaments, travel ball.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
We are very, very basic baseball right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually just got him into some one-on-one private lessons with someone locally. Mm-hmm. And first time yesterday, I was super impressed. So that's really good, but very basic.
Right.
Just got off the tee. We're on the pitching machine now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good time.
Yes, super fun.
That's a good time. So when Nicole and I got together and Jace wanted to play baseball, he just got out of T-ball as well. Mm-hmm. So it's about the same time. And that kid, the machine pitch is something else. Cause I mean,
going from a tee to that, it's insane.
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, you went from a tee to another 7 or 8-year-old throwing at you.
Yeah, well, okay, that's kind of scary too. I can't imagine Bennett pitching a ball at another human being. I would never let him.
It wasn't consistent. obviously.
Yeah, no, never.
It was all over. It's like throwing darts.
Yeah.
While you've had a few drinks.
Yeah.
And it's like really hit or miss.
They all look drunk out there already. And then you just allow them to, pitch it, like throw a ball at one another. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Oh my gosh. So let me ask you this. What I do is I always like to get to know my guests a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So what is, like, let's go back. And so Taylor, where are you from? Like, how did you get where we are today?
Oh boy. Well, I'm from here. I grew up in Oxford, so Sumter County. Yep. Okay. Grew up in Oxford. I have one sister. I played a lot of softball growing up. That's really all I did. And I cheered, but I went to Wildwood High School.
Okay.
So I graduated from there.
What year did you graduate?
2010.
Okay. All right.
I always get looks when I say that. Like people look at me like, what?
You're like, don't be jealous.
Yeah, right?
Listen.
Just still just a baby.
Yeah, just a baby.
So graduated from Wildwood High School in 2010. And then I went to hair school. Okay. And went to hair school. There's a funny story that goes with that. I had no desire to be a cosmetologist. I had no plan of that. Like, it was never spoken of. I am very bad at saying no. Mm-hmm. And it led me into like the best career I didn't know I needed. Do you know it used to be called Tanaj? What's it called now? It used to be Salon J. Lee. I can't remember what the name of it is now, but it's the cosmetology school in the Villages.
Oh, okay.
Behind like Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
Yes. So I
think I've heard of that.
Drawing a blank. It's had a few name changes.
Right.
So I was just out of high school and I wanted to get a pedicure, but I was like a broke, student, like just fresh out of high school. Right. And I think you could get a pedicure there for like $5 because students were doing it.
Right.
So, it was going to look a little iffy, but better than what I would do. So I go in and I'm like, I just need a pedicure. I'm a walk-in. And they were like, well, we don't have anyone available right at the moment. Would you like a tour of our facility? Of course, I could have just said, no, I'll just wait. But I said yes.
Right.
And I never got the pedicure. I ended up in their admissions office and was enrolled in cosmetology school because they are very pushy and I don't know how to say no. And so I just went home to my mom after that and I was like, well, I was actually enrolled in college to go to a community college and like dropped out because I got a grant and got signed up for cosmetology school completely on accident. But I'm very thankful I did. I started it like a week later, and in 9 months, I was able to start my career. Same year that I graduated. So that's what I'm doing now, cosmetology.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, had that been something you wanted to do before that?
Never.
Or that just like,
literally,
hey, like literally hit you like a bolt of lightning there?
No, it didn't even like want to.
Really?
I just don't know how to tell people no. So they were like, do you want a tour of our facility? We offer classes. You can become a cosmetologist. And I just, would you like to go sit down with our admissions director and talk about joining cosmetology school? I mean, the clear answer would have been, no, thank you. I'm not interested. I'm here for a pedicure.
Right.
But I was like, okay. Walked into the admissions office and signed up for cosmetology school. It was very weird.
Does your husband allow you to buy cars? That's all I'm saying.
That's how we got the current car I have and the first boat we have, was he told me that I couldn't.
And stay away from all state fairs. With
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's awful. I do not, it's something I'm working on in life. At 33, I'm getting a little bit better. I do not know how to say no.
Yeah.
In any form at all.
Right.
It's bad. People pleasing is one of my big things I'm working on right now. But look where it led me. So like the first week of cosmetology school, everybody stands up and, oh, my mom and grandma was a cosmetologist. I've dreamed about this for years. And It was my turn. And they were like, tell us your story. And I'm like, well, I came in for a pedicure. And I ended up enrolled in cosmetology school. So there I was.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and listen, different paths lead us to different roads, and they take us different places, and it's one of those things. Like I wouldn't think I would where I am today. I wouldn't be there 20 years ago. Thinking the same thing. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's been a huge blessing though, because I'm an independent cosmetologist, which a lot of us are once you've been in the industry for a while, and being flexible, being able to go to the kids' games and all that. It's been a huge blessing of a career. So I'm happy that I didn't say no, but it's just
awesome.
funny how my personality led into that career.
So let's get to this side of how you got to be a influencer. Like, what exactly do you say that, like, if somebody wanted to be an influencer and they're like, Taylor, what do I do? Give us a. I mean, you don't have to tell us exactly what you did, but give us an idea of what's most popular. What has to happen?
Well, first of all, you have to believe that you are an influence, and I feel like all of us are. I mean, there are some people that just prefer to stay off of social media. They don't want their life plastered all over the internet. Totally fine. It is preference. It is, based on personality. But all of us, to an extent, are influencing each other every single day. Like when you post on your Snapchat story or on your Instagram story, whatever you're wearing, wherever you're eating, whatever you're doing, you're influencing someone. Hey, where did you get that smoothie? I want to go. Hey, where'd you get that top? So just doing that on a more frequent basis, we're all influencers.
Right.
We're all doing it. Some of us just do it more frequently and take it more seriously. And then you slowly start to realize that there's income out there to be made in it. We actually got started sharing our home build.
Okay.
So that's what kind of launched us into the following that we have now. We built our first home in Wildwood and documented the entire process. Really just for us. We didn't really know what influencing was until we got into that world. And, social media will start to show you people who are posting and doing the same things you are.
Right.
And I was like, oh, people are doing this. And they're, getting partnerships and they're getting collabs with companies and they're being paid to do what I'm just doing for fun.
Right.
So that was like the main niche, I guess you would say, we had in the beginning. Showing your face on a home decor Instagram account was like a big no-no. And so when I switched over to lifestyle content as an influencer, that was a big transition. We lost a lot of followers and had to kind of gain some back that were more interested in just our lives.
Right.
But that's how I got started, was home decor and our home build.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So what do you give me a range of what you can do, like, from, what do you cover from? I've seen a couple of you do like a lot of makeup stuff.
Yeah.
And for, let's just say, some makeup to what?
Yeah, makeup, fashion. I don't really do as much home decor anymore.
Gotcha.
Kids are keeping me too busy for that. And that was a big reason. One of the reasons, other than selling our home, that we switched to mainly lifestyle content was because we just were kind of like, okay, we're doing life. Kids are keeping us running.
Right.
If y'all can keep up, you can keep watching.
Right.
And really, that's what is big right now is, I mean, think of how much probably your wife loves reality shows. I don't know if you get into those. They're my favorite.
Yeah, not really, but
yeah.
And here's why. And I think, and I'll be honest with you, I just watched a reality TV show. It was the Beast Games.
Oh my
Mr.
gosh.
Beast.
Please don't break my heart. What did you think?
Oh, it was good.
Fascinating, right?
It was good. It really was. But I'm still on the fence. Like, is this stuff, like, how much is it?
You're a little
scripted?
skeptic.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so Jace used to watch a lot of Mr. Beast shows, like the videos on YouTube and stuff. And one day I was like, Jace, how is this guy giving like $6,000 away to his friends? I mean, I can't give $6 to my friends.
Yeah, same.
But he's like $6,000, like, hey, if you complete this challenge. I'm just like.
And what did he give away? 10 million?
Yeah, it was 100. It was 100.
It was 5 million.
Was it 5 million?
And then they added the 5 million because of that coin toss.
Yes, and the island.
And the island.
They gave away the island and the cars.
Okay, let me give you some perspective. Is it scripted? Yeah. Like, so I was like picking the show apart while I was watching it with my husband, Matt, too. Like, when they were, specifically the coin toss, when they were running down the camera down all of their faces and they're standing in a line and they're saying things, I told Matt, I was like, I know exactly what the producer asked them to get them to say this. Like, so scripted in a sense where, yeah, producers are really smart. So
yeah,
I want them to say X, Y, Z. I'm going to ask them this question and it's going to look like they came up with it on their own because we can't hear the producers.
Right.
So yeah, I think a lot of reality is scripted in that sense. But I grew up on Laguna Beach in the hills.
Okay.
Oh, such a comfort show for me. I listened to Kristen Cavallari's podcast.
Yeah.
And she just exposed, which it's been rumor for years, but she just exposed how scripted it was. Like, they would be sitting at a dinner table and, the conversation would be over, and she said they would get a text from the producer and they'd feed him a line. Like, hey, why don't you say, where's Steven at tonight?
Gotcha.
And so those were heavily scripted. I do think they've become a little less scripted these days, a lot of reality shows.
Yeah.
But when I say that, I mean they're not reading off a paper, but those producers are smart. Like, they know how to get certain things out of people. Do you know who Abby Lee is from Dance Moms?
Oh, yeah.
You know her face.
Main lady,
Yes, the dance teacher.
Yeah.
We had a chance to meet her with my daughter. Of course, my daughter's a huge fangirl. And she said, like, this is my real life, what was filmed. But when you see us in this one scene crying, it's because the producers filmed us for 7 hours and for a 2-minute scene. And at some point, we were all so frustrated with being there that day, we all just started a fight.
Yeah.
And we were crying because we were tired. And you see something very different.
Yeah.
So while it's real, it's also scripted.
You're also seeing raw human emotion.
Yes.
With that. There is a clip that I keep seeing all over and over, and I swear I don't go looking for these, but it's the one where she's on her phone and the lady comes up, hey, get off your phone.
Yeah.
And she
I'm trying to
she
think
just
of that
immediately backs up and she goes to the police department.
In her wheelchair, yes.
Yes.
Let me tell you, she taught Paisley that day, taught Paisley a dance class that day. That woman can teach in her wheelchair.
Yeah.
Like, it almost stands her up completely.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool. A little scary.
What is, I'm not judging, but what made her, what's wrong?
What's her problem?
Yeah, what's wrong with her?
Why is she so mean?
No. I meant, why is she in an ECV? Why is she in a wheelchair? Did she get in a wreck or something?
No. She actually went to prison. I cannot tell you how many years. I don't remember. And her story is, don't quote me on this because I don't really know how the law or the prison system works, thankfully. I hope I don't learn. She went because of fraudulent money things, which usually people that big end up there. Anyway, and she became very famous, very big with her income. Something happened, ended up in jail for that. And they stopped giving her medication. And she became paralyzed.
Okay.
Some kind of medication she needed. Now, that was her story. I didn't hear any other side, but
now is this because you see video? Like I said, I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm not
you just
a
see
follower.
clips.
I see the clips, the reels, but you do see the ones where she's fine, and then all of a sudden she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So
she
it was
went
that
off to
quick.
prison. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It
And
was over a period of time.
Yeah, and this is
Gotcha.
the only reason I even know this is because she told my mom that day. We just were talking to her, and she said, I'm paralyzed because medication that I needed while I was away
was not given to her.
Wow. And again, that's one side of the story.
Yeah, true.
I didn't really dig much into it, but no, there was no accident or anything like that. She got pretty sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I got way off on you there. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No, that's fine.
We were talking about reality shows, but
no, it's fine.
I think that is what anybody that comes to me and is like, hey, I want to start influencing on social media. That's what I tell them. I'm like, people are so interested in your life more than you think. Like, the little things, like where I ate lunch today, or where me and the kids are going, or what time I wake up with the kids, how fast I could get them ready. I remember thinking at the beginning of switching over to lifestyle that my husband and I had to be doing something really cool every day for me to document it. And they do not care.
Yeah.
People are obsessed with your very simple day-to-day tasks because we live in a reality TV world.
Right.
So that's what I just tell people. Share your life, share your story, be genuine, make it fun. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Right.
And you're an influencer. You just have to get online and do it. Brands will start reaching out and you'll kind of find your way.
It's really cool. Like if you have, so what I'm saying is if you have the means of doing all that, like you have you're able to have the time. For one thing, it takes a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's also beneficial if you can find the time, but get compensated for it because you're people are interested in other lives. I don't know if you know this. I used to work at Disney.
Okay,
and,
cool. Huge Disney fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got something else.
We used to go a lot.
Oh, really?
We used to go a lot. We haven't, but yeah.
Yeah, I used to work there. I worked there for almost 17 years.
Okay.
So 17, almost 17. I just like to round up.
Yeah.
But anyways, Walt Disney had this idea like, hey, we're gonna have this prototype community of tomorrow. That's what Epcot is.
Okay.
But
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland, but the whole concept of Epcot was Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. That's what the acronym of it stands for. Okay. Now at Disney, we all said every paycheck comes on Thursday. That's how we remembered it.
Was that true?
No, that's what we called it.
Okay.
Because we did get paid on Thursday.
Oh, that's what. Does it really come on Thursday?
It really did.
Yes, that's true.
So that's legit. But he had this idea that, hey, we're going to have, and you can still see the model if you get on the People Mover at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
You know when you go through the little dark tunnel and there's that big city. Have you seen that?
Yes.
They show that city, and it's got it's like a utopia.
Yeah, and is that the one where the people are doing like life? Oh no, that's in the ball. I'm thinking of the Epcot ride.
Spaceship Earth. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This is that Magic Kingdom, the People Mover, the little ride.
Yes.
But you go in there and it's behind glass. It's this not life size, but it's a model that they built, and that is supposed to be Epcot. Like the original theme of it, or the concept was, hey, we have this ultimate city that will run itself, blah blah blah, and basically the first concept of Epcot was we're going to have these people come and look and see how people live. But then they go, well, who's going to pay money for that? And they could just do that on their own. That's people that are called nosy people.
Yeah. Nosy people? Yeah. That's us. That's
driving by, you're like, what?
Yeah,
what's going on?
I'm as nosy as it gets.
Yeah, so, but it's funny how, people have always been intrigued by that.
And the people are, think about like you. Your favorite type, people that you follow or people that you, are inspired by. You do want to know what they're eating for breakfast. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. But all of us feel that way. And that's what I just encourage people to do. I'm like, if you want to share your life and if you want to share your story, that's what an influencer is.
Right.
Every influencer differs on how often they post, how much they get paid,
right.
how many brand deals they have. Mm-hmm. But anybody can be an influencer.
Oh yeah.
Anybody.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's sometimes it seems like it's so complicated.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's very simple.
Yeah. It's complicated if you're trying to do something that's out of your normal or be someone you're not. And I've learned that a lot. I get the most engagement and the most positive feedback when I share my dirty kitchen.
Yeah.
Or, my laundry basket that's piled up. People like to relate. And of course, there is an aspect of social media that people like to look up to also. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, I want to strive to work out as often as this influencer is, or I want to strive to eat like this influencer does. But if you're seeing that influencer eating healthy, but then you also see that she's behind on her laundry, you've now connected on a different level, So that's just a whole nother aspect of it.
What's funny is you brought something up by saying that, and when I used to be in the lawn business.
Okay.
I did mow.
You've had many lives John too.
I know, right? Like Uncle John.
Yes, Uncle John. All the jobs.
So all the jobs. So I used to be a landscaper type. Like I used to work for Massey Green Up.
Oh, okay.
So I was a lawn technician and stuff.
Cool.
So I would fertilize the lawn and stuff like that. Well, we were taught, hey, look, if this lawn is just immaculate, if it's nice and maintained and manicured, people automatically, not even knowing who you are, automatically assume your house looks the same way inside.
Absolutely.
But if you drive by someone's house and their yard is a mess and they've got everything crazy, it just looks like chaos, like bedlam. They automatically assume that it's the same inside.
Yeah.
And it's funny how psychologically we tend to
judge a book.
Yeah. And it could be like the nicest house inside. You could eat off the floor.
Yeah.
But because the outside, you've got a dog running around and there's like tree limbs piled up, or you have a couple trash bags outside, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They automatically assume, oh my gosh, the inside, they must live like pigs.
What do you think? I do feel like that's probably, there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
I feel like the messy yards probably do have messy insides.
Yes, but not always.
Yeah.
So that's, it's not it's a misconception, but it is.
Probably has a little truth to it sometimes. Yeah.
There's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah. You don't want to see the inside of my house right now.
Right.
I think you offered to come there. You're like, wherever we can meet here.
Whatever I get. Yeah, exactly.
No. It's bad. I'm just very type B. So like my mind is always racing.
But it's a home.
Yeah, it is a home. We stay busy and it stays messy.
Right. People tend to forget that their house is not a museum.
Oh, gosh.
It is a home.
Yep.
Yes, who doesn't like to walk in someone's house and go, wow, your house is very nice.
Yes.
Look, you're like the wife's elbow in the.
Yeah.
I wish ours looked like this.
Yes.
The
only house I've ever walked in like that would be my sister's. She's very type A.
Yeah.
Super clean. Like,
right.
I wish we could insert a picture. I'll send it to you of her junk drawer.
Oh, so is it a junk drawer?
No.
Oh, no, I didn't think so.
Oh my gosh. It actually made me angry. It upset me, and I'm getting a little bit upset thinking about it now. Like, we lived there for a little while we were in between houses.
Yeah.
For like a couple weeks. I would like mess it up and like move stuff around. And within 30 minutes, it was back to normal.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of like, I told her, I was like, if I didn't know you, and I kind of think I don't, I think you were a serial killer.
Does she have a touch of OCD?
Oh, bad.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not going to assume that, but
no.
That's what I'm thinking, but I want to ask.
100%. When we were kids, before we'd fall asleep every night,
yeah,
she would unplug my phone, which who doesn't charge their phone overnight? Everybody. She'd unplug my phone. She couldn't just look in an outlet to make sure things were unplugged. She'd run her hand over it. She was like petrified of something catching on fire.
I was going to say that had to be the only reason because
yes.
I'm like, other than
we had a couple house fires. Yeah, it's a real story. Yeah.
So it's probably post-traumatic syndrome.
Yeah, probably. I guess I can't judge her on that. But like super OCD, like we did. We had 3. It's bad.
Duto Realty is a homegrown business with an eye for getting the job done right. From football games to Sunday school and everything in between, these ladies care about our community and the people in it. Helping buyers and sellers in all of Florida with all types of transactions, including residential, commercial, farm, or vacant land. They do it all. They even offer auction services and sellouts to always get the job done right. Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck, the delicious mobile coffee truck that brings you the caffeination inspiration you need. We deliver signature coffee products like our Nitro Cold Brew and Caramel Frappe to any occasion or festivity. And for those who don't like coffee, we offer a variety of delicious hot chocolates, energy drinks, lemonades, and teas. That's Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck. Whether your water is supplied by a public municipality or a private well, for residential or commercial use, Purified Water Services LLC has the solutions to provide you with simply clean water. We offer a complete line of professional water filtration equipment and accessories. Soft water makes a difference you can see and feel. Water heater and appliances last longer with less maintenance. Iron and H2S filters eliminate iron stains and offensive rotten egg odors and protects your water softener equipment from iron fouling. No matter what your problem is, Purified Water Services LLC has a solution. Contact Kenny Williams at 352-446-2709. Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Webster Ace Hardware and Farm Supply are generous sponsors for today's podcast. They have been a family-owned business for 27 years. This helpful hardware store sells items such as archery, Ariat clothing and boots, Wrangler jeans, case knives, Hammond's candies, and live fishing. They also have a full selection of hardware, RV supply, propane, Ben Moore, Royal & Clark, and Kingston paints. You need a barn or fencing job done? Custom barn kits and roofing metal are provided at your local Ace Hardware store. What about a new grill for the yard? Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, and Blackstone are found here, along with all the accessories to go with it. Stock up your workshop with DeWalt, Milwaukee, or Craftsman tools. They got you covered. Remember to go to ace.com to shop their entire line to have items shipped directly to the store. Pat's Taps at Catfish Johnny's. Pat's Taps is Lake Pennsauken's newest tap room, offering 14 rotating craft beers on tap. We also offer bottled domestic beers, seltzers, ciders, and wine, as well as a variety of appetizers and puff. Our family-friendly tap room is a great place to come hang out and enjoy some one-of-a-kind craft beer. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or the Untapped app. Looking for custom apparel that stands out? Welcome to the Stitching Heifers, Bushnell's premier embroidery and custom apparel shop. From custom hats, t-shirts and jackets to unique gifts and business branding, we specialize in high quality, personalized apparel that reflects your style and vision. Step into our exclusive hat bar and design your one-of-a-kind custom hat, perfect for personal flair or promoting your brand. At the Stitching Heifers, we're committed to bringing your ideas to life with exceptional service and attention to detail. Whether it's for you, your business, or a thoughtful gift, we're your trusted partner for all things custom in the heart of Sumter County. Stop by today or visit us online to get started. The Stitching Heifers, custom style, local heart. When it comes to building in Sumter County, experience matters. From remodels, barns, additions, and accessory buildings to creating the custom home of your dreams, our Hogan Construction delivers quality you can trust. Russell is hands-on and on-site daily, going above and beyond to ensure the project isn't just completed, but crafted to perfection. He doesn't just meet expectations, he exceeds them. For a builder who puts integrity and craftsmanship first, call R. Hogan Construction today at 352-793-7660. Russell Hogan Construction. Build on tradition, built to last. Have you seen the video where it's always a voiceover and they show, I've even done it myself, where they show the electrical panel, it's a mess. It's like a rat's nest.
I think so.
And you hear, who does your wiring? And you hear this old lady go, oh, that would be my nephew Tony. He's great. It's just some old lady, some old lady.
I pay him real well.
Yeah, I pay him real well. And he goes, well, how long since you had that fire? And she goes, well, how did you know about that?
No, I hope that pops up on my feed now. Now that you said
send
that,
it to you because I made a reel at that. I'll have to send it to you. It's hilarious.
I gotta see it. Your stuff doesn't pop up. I need to go favorite some of your stuff so it pops
get
up.
The algorithm
social
going,
media.
yeah.
I have to let them know. Hey, I care about his content. Show it to me.
Well, we went to Pittsburgh 2 New Year's Eves. Not last year, but the year before. On New Year's Eve, we stayed in Pittsburgh, and I did a podcast with 2 of the guys from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Cool.
So they came over. We did this little Airbnb.
Yeah.
And in Pittsburgh, it's like old school. Like the buildings are old school. Like when I walked up to this building, I was like, it was okay. First of all, it was dark and it was rainy. It looked like something like out of a horror film.
Yeah, probably one that I haven't seen, but out of a horror film.
Yeah, we're gonna stay away from movies from Taylor. She does.
Sorry, I don't watch that many.
Doesn't follow the cinematic.
Okay, so it's dark. It's rainy.
It's rainy. Brick. Think of like that orange brick looking building, right?
Cobblestone Street.
Yes, yes. So we pull up, and I'm like the street lights barely on, like.
I'm scared already.
Yeah. No, I want to paint the picture for you.
Yeah, you're painting it very well.
So we get there, and I'm like, I had my wife, and Jace was with me, and my mom and dad were with us. And I pulled up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'm the guy who always gets the hotel. Like when we go off, I'm the guy who books the room.
You're the booker.
I'm the booker.
Yeah. So there's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure, and I've had a really good track record.
Yeah. Don't ruin it now.
I see this building, and I'm like, well, it was good while it lasted.
It's a good run. It was a good run.
It was good while we had a chance.
Yes.
But we walk up, and I didn't know this, but it was a 3-story building. I knew from the outside it was 3 stories, but I didn't know that you shared. They were. It was like a shotgun house.
Yeah.
All the way back.
Yes.
So they have the rooms on the sides.
No, you've got to toggle over a whole house or whatever that option
and there's
is.
three different levels.
Yes.
So we were thank God we were on the bottom level.
Okay.
So we didn't have to go as far. But we go there, and they also have a basement. So I guess it's 4 stories. But whatever. Yeah. So we go down the basement.
We don't know about that in Florida.
No, we don't have basements here. Which was, you're thrown off by that. You're like, oh, what?
Yeah, there's 4. I only see 3.
So I'm instantly going into Home Alone, which you probably haven't seen.
No, I have. We can talk about that one. I've seen that one a few times actually.
The Home Alone when he's got to do he's got the basket. He's walking down. He's like, I'm not scared.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
It's the same way. You got the steps. And it's like when you're coming down. So, anyways, I go down there, and I'll have to show you the pictures. The wiring, electrical communication.
Oh gosh.
Security. I'm sure.
And that's where you're staying?
That's where
you're in the basement.
No, we're not in the basement. It's part of you share.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. No, we didn't share it because it was attached to our floor.
Okay.
So anyways, we had our own, because we had a washer and dryer down there, so which was good. But
comes with basement.
Comes with a basement. Free basement.
Free basement with stay.
Fred's in there living, but don't mind him. He's fine. But anyways, the wiring was like that. And I was like, so I took video of it, and then later on I put that audio. That audio came into play, and it was like, who's
Tony?
Who'd you say your electrician was? That would be my nephew, Tony.
You should have asked him, like, did Tony do your electrical work? They either get it or they don't, you know?
I think I'm going to go back to the Airbnb and put that in the comment. Like, dude, what is going on with the wiring downstairs?
Tony does the electrical work.
One spark. I'm telling you, it looked like inside of a fiber optic cable.
Scary. That's scary. Electricity scares me.
Crazy. Scary. I hate electricity, by the way.
So I have a crazy Airbnb story.
Go ahead. I'm right here.
Can I cough?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know I sound terrible.
No, you're good.
So actually, Matt and I were just telling you this before we started recording. It was when the first time we stayed in Savannah. Mm-hmm. Savannah, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Not Charleston.
Not Charleston. We haven't been there yet. We love St. Augustine, love Savannah. Gotta try
Charleston. People get this mixed up all the time.
Yeah, well, me and directions, it's bad. It's really bad. Don't ask John that. That's probably how he brought me up on his podcast. Was the only time I speak to my niece is when she's calling for directions. But no, we were in Savannah. Actually, the place was called the Savannah Inn Bed and Breakfast. Super cute. My husband booked it. It was possibly our anniversary. We love solo vacations. Like him and I date vacations. We love it. Quick weekend getaway. So we were in Savannah for that. And I am a huge skeptic when it comes to the ghost stories they tell.
Oh, God.
Probably because I'm scared.
Yes.
I'm 33 years old. I'm scared of the dark.
That's exactly what it is.
Petrified of the dark. I love history. I don't want them to talk about ghosts when they're telling me the history. No, it's separate. I want to know the history behind it, but I want to know that these people are like dead and in their grave and not coming back out.
And they're not outside the door.
Yes, but they always add that little.
Yeah.
So anyway, we are staying in the master bedroom of this shared Airbnb house. Similar. I think it was like 2 or 3 stories.
Yeah.
We get the master bedroom. I'm so excited. I feel like, superior of all the other guests there. And when we're checking in, she's like, do you want to hear the ghost stories for your room? And I just look her dead in the eye. I'm like, nope, thank you. So we didn't hear the ghost stories. We stay. I have a flat iron. Okay, my hair does not dry pretty. You're not going to understand this at all unless your wife's hair texture is like mine. I have to fix it, okay? I have to put a lot of work into it. I had a very nice, high-end, expensive Brazilian blowout flat iron, okay? Mm-hmm. Been using it for like a year. It's worked for a full year, but it shouldn't be broken at this point.
Yeah.
So first night we go out, I'm like trying to flat iron my hair, and it's not like working. Like it's not fixing my hair. And I look at the dial because it reads numbers. And it says 200 degrees, which is not going to do anything for my hair. I'm like, why is it so low? That's weird. So I bump it up to like 300, start to flat iron my hair. This flat iron most flat irons don't go this hot, but because it's a Brazilian blowout flat iron, you need that for certain surfaces.
Right.
It goes to, I believe it was 450, no higher. This one went to 500.
It's like an oven.
Yeah, it gets hot. But you shouldn't, whoever's listening to this, don't use your flat iron that hot.
You could cook a steak on that.
Yeah, no, you can't do that with your hair.
Is it big enough for that? Or?
No, it would take a while. It would take a while, but I've been known to flat iron shirts with it, which is super good. Yeah, while it's on your body.
Yeah.
Super good.
Oh,
anyway.
Wow. That's one way to get the wrinkles out.
Yeah, no, it works like a charm. So this one went up, I lied to you. This one went up to 500, but like no higher. It would be absurd to go any higher, right? So I'm like, okay, let me get this thing on 300. Why is it acting up? Go to flat iron a piece of my hair like underneath, and it starts smoking, and I smell my hair burning. And I look at it, it's above 500. And I'm like, why is the dial reading above 500? First of all, I didn't want it that high. Why is it going higher than it's manufacturally made for?
Right.
Burns a piece of my hair off.
Smell a lawsuit coming your way.
Right? So burns a piece of my hair off. Next night, same thing. Like I think that night I told Matt, I was like, I'll just kind of scrunch it and wear it natural, which I hate. Next night, same thing. And I'm like, why? And I'm not even thinking anything at this point. I'm thinking the flat iron's broken, you know? So I'm like, of course, I don't know. Maybe we went and bought another one. I wrapped it up, threw it in the, bedroom trash can, called it a day. when we're checking out, long story long, I don't know if you know me very well yet, but this is how I work. Okay, so we're going to check out, and I'm like, hey, tell us that ghost story now that we're like leaving. Like, I don't want to know anything about it, but now that we're leaving, tell me all about it. The man that owned the home would bring his mistresses to their home, make his wife sleep in another bedroom, and he would have his mistresses in their master bedroom. And, you know, the wife knew about it. She didn't like it, but the guy was just whatever. So the wife haunts any females that stay in the master bedroom.
Oh, my God.
So I'm looking at her, and I'm like, my husband told you. And she's like, told me what? And I was like, about my whole flat iron thing. Like, and she's like, no, I didn't hear anything about that. But she will leave the men alone, and she messes with the women that stay in the master bedroom of this house. She like burnt my hair off. This ghost of a woman burnt my hair off and broke my flat iron. So that kind of made me not be as much of a skeptic, but I still don't want to believe. I mean, I don't want to believe that. If I believe it, it might become true.
Yeah, I don't do ghost stories either, and you know, and this is just a tidbit of information. If you go back to St. Augustine and you do a ghost tour, which you probably won't.
Yeah, we've done a couple of them.
Okay,
some are cheesy, some are interesting.
Well, okay, just so you know, the adult ghost tour and the kids one are the same stories.
Stop.
Yes. I hate to get the cat out of the bag, but
I'll admit that the adult ones we do, I don't remember the stories.
Well, I think they might be churched up a little bit. You know, it's the adult version. Yes. But basically the same premise.
Like the old jailhouse one, and yeah, you're right.
Did you hear about the one about the little? There was a kid named Nicholas or something like that.
Okay, I don't think so.
Do you know where? Oh my gosh. I love St. Augustine, by the way. That's where we got married.
Same. Yeah, that's where we got engaged.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes.
So, down by Scarlett O'Hara's.
Okay.
That same strip. That goes like
that has all the shops on it?
Yes, but you're going north, like where the visitor
Billy,
center is.
You can't use those words with me.
Sorry, you're going this way.
I'm somewhat following. The most you're going to get me to follow, I'm following.
Do you know where Mojo Barbecue is? Right across from Mojo is a cemetery.
Okay.
And so
love the cemeteries there. They fascinate me.
They're really, really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
As far as cemeteries go.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. As cool as they can get.
Yeah. So they would tell the story, and my brother was in 5th grade. He did now we never went off like this, but
no,
I think we went to a bread factory or something.
No, we just went to the lighthouse and about had an asthma attack or two. That's all we did.
Oh, got a lighthouse story for us too. That's haunted too.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, it's haunted. So my brother's 5th grade. He was in safety patrol.
Okay.
So safety patrol goes to. I know he was very special.
Yeah.
Goes to safety patrol. Field trip. They stay the night. Well, the day of that they're staying the night, they go and do that ghost story.
Okay.
And they're talking about this kid named Nicholas and how I think he died at a young age. I don't know how he died. I can't remember far. It's like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Not when he died.
You can tell me anything.
Story.
I've never heard it. Just kind of make it up.
Yeah, right.
Make it fun.
He died in a motorcycle accident.
Okay, got it.
No, I don't know how he passed, but they say that he sits up on the tree. Like you can kind of see him like chilling on the tree, like he's a bird.
He's perched on that tree.
He's perched. That's a good word. And then of course the kids freak out, because that's not something you normally see. You're like, hey, Nicholas is up on the tree, and I can see through him, whatever. But that night we were at the hotel, and I'm trying to go to sleep, and the kids are like, I'm chaperoning my brother and his 2 friends, and they're like, Nicholas is gonna get us, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you if you don't go to bed.
I'm scarier than Nicholas.
I'm here now. Nicholas is on that tree.
On bed. Yes. I'm coming after you. That is so funny.
I'm like, time to go to bed.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
I'm going to get Nicholas. We're gonna team up on you.
We're not even here. He doesn't have a room key.
Do they need one though? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't like that world. The pink house, that's not in St. Augustine. That's in Savannah.
That's in Savannah, the pink house, yeah.
They told us one where the kids of that home were playing hide and go seek, and one kid of a set of twins hid in the furnace, or in the fireplace. I don't know if you call it a furnace. Hid up inside the fireplace.
Not a good place to hide.
Well, died there. Like,
Oh, they like suffocate, or did
I
they light
guess,
up?
like suffocate. I guess no. How did you not
Barbecued?
hear them? I would have been screaming.
Wow, you can hear birds for
But
crying
they
out
like
loud.
didn't know for the whole
Wow,
summer.
that's crazy.
And then winter came around, and when they turned on the fireplace, they smelled. Yeah, so
Oh
that's
wow,
how they
it was
found
that
out.
long that.
They cooked their kid.
What are you?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I know.
You're
Well,
like,
how
"Where's
true is it?
Nicholas?"
See, I just tell myself it's not true. Nicholas is not in that fireplace. He
No,
was not burned
no,
there because we
no.
ate next
Poor
to the
kid.
fireplace. Yeah, I just put it out of my mind.
It's like an episode of 1883 when they're like all. They're going. This probably haven't seen that in your head.
I tried to pretend, but you saw it all over my
I
face.
did.
Okay, is that
I
the
did.
spinoff of
That is the
Yellowstone?
that's the well, it's not the spinoff. It's
pre.
before. It's his great grandfather.
Okay, so see, I know a little bit. I just didn't watch it.
Great grandfather. Yeah.
I want to watch Yellowstone.
With Tim McGraw, Faith Hill.
Oh, I love them.
Yes.
Love them. I just, listen, it's not that I'm not interested in Yellowstone. I actually very much am. I'm too far behind at this point to catch up, so I just
It
gave
doesn't
it up.
take much to catch up though.
No.
because there's only 5 seasons.
You gotta like binge watch.
You gotta watch 1883 first, then you gotta watch 1923, which has 2 seasons now.
Please tell me you just watched Paradise on Hulu.
Please tell me what Paradise is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, after you
have
watch
no
it,
idea what that is.
I'm coming back, and the entire episode's gonna be about it.
We're gonna do a rewatch.
Billy, no lie.
Is it good?
I swear it's probably the best anything I've ever watched on television. Movie, show, and I know I don't have a lot to say about movies. Movie, show. I mean,
your credibility with movies is not very
I
good. I'm just
know.
kidding.
You just got to watch it. It's on Hulu.
That is per Matt.
It's called Paradise. No, it's true. He's right. You're right. And I'm not even going to tell you about it. Just go watch it.
I will. It's on Hulu?
It's on Hulu. It's called Paradise. The first season's completely released, and they're filming the second.
Okay.
But like, if you look it up on TikTok, people are calling it like the best show ever, and
okay.
they're not wrong. So I scroll when I watch
Right.
TV. I don't know about you. I can watch an entire movie, fully take in everything that's going on visually and audibly, and be on my phone. And this one, I did not pick up my phone, not one episode.
Wow.
I was
Okay.
just in it. It's really, really good.
It's called Paradise.
10 out of 10. Paradise.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. I'll have to look it up.
On Hulu. Yep.
Have you ever seen Outer Banks?
First few episodes of the first season.
Yeah.
I don't know where or why I lost interest. Probably
feel
just
like-
fell asleep.
I feel like it's like a younger.
It is a little bit.
So it's a little bit younger, so it's like
Yeah.
it's like almost like watching like a. And look, when I say this, I don't want to. It's like watching a Disney Channel movie.
A little bit,
You
yeah.
know, you get that
You
vibe.
got to
You're like-
follow the teeny bopper love
Yeah,
story.
you're like, oh, okay, they want to go smoke some weed about behind the lighthouse.
yes,
whatever.
with their girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then there's a treasure map. I mean,
Yes.
so it's interesting,
Yes.
but it's like,
yeah. I
Really?
don't really think I lost interest for any reason. I think I was really into it.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I
And
didn't finish
I'm
it.
not hating on the show. Please don't think
Yeah.
that. I just, it's one of those things like, and I could say that I love this show, and people are like, oh, I tried to watch it, just like you said you tried
Yeah.
to watch. And sometimes it just doesn't, it just doesn't gel.
Yes.
You don't either, you're not interested, or in today's world, you need something to grab a hold of you.
Yes.
And keep that's like, I try to do reels all the time, and it's like, okay, they can't be over a minute and a half because people are going to be like, next.
You want me to blow your mind? Okay, so I follow this girl. I'll have to send her to you, and I can't even give credit to her for teaching me this because I don't know her name. But she's on TikTok, and she posts the psychology behind everything. Have you heard about the millennial pause? I'm sure you do it.
No.
Because you're in that age range with me where the younger generation, what are they? Gen
X?
Okay.
No, wait.
I'm a
I
millennial.
don't even know.
I think you are too.
I was born in 82.
I don't know.
So I can't.
But you're not a Gen X.
I can't just. No.
So
no,
the
no.
younger, your kid, how old are your kids?
Caden's 18 and Jason's 11.
Okay, so the 18-year-olds, the teenagers that are on social media right now, they make fun of us for the millennial pause. And I'm talking, it can be 0.5 seconds to a second, and they're making fun of us. So basically, when you pick up your phone to either talk to your stories or make a TikTok or whatever, and you're talking to your phone, people, millennials, older people like us, apparently wait a couple seconds and then start talking. I mean, they think it's hilarious. They really make fun of us. I'll have to get an example for you. Where have you seen how they hold the phone and they put it down as they're talking?
Yeah.
So that's called a hook. And psychologically, when you're scrolling TikTok or Instagram, if you are leaving even half a second before you start talking, our minds are wired now. We want it now and we want it fast. They scroll right past it.
Yeah.
So that's what this girl she posts primarily about on TikTok, is the psychology behind what makes people stop and listen to your video no matter what you're talking about. Like, it can be a topic that they're not interested in, but if you held the phone, put it down while you're talking, they're going to listen because it caught their attention immediately.
Wow.
Where if you're a millennial and you might wait a few seconds. So I've actually had to learn how to edit my videos, and like, I cut out either the beginning or end of words in my sentences.
Thanks for watching this part 1 of a 3-part podcast. Stay tuned for part 2 and part 3 coming soon.